Welcome to the start of incredible worldwide adventures here now on Cruise1st TV. I'm Derek, this is lovely Joe, and we're excited in this show to bring you some of the most incredible journeys with Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, we're looking ahead to next year and into 2026 to seize the opportunity for unforgettable travel.
Yes, imagine for a second sailing across the Indian Ocean from the unique landscapes of Madagascar to the historical wonders of the Middle East, or embarking on a journey through the diverse cultures and breathtaking scenery of Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia and Malaysia. And for those of you who yearn for vibrant colours and rich histories, our voyage through South and Central America, capped off with a Mexican escapade, is an absolute must. Well, it's all on the way over the next half an hour, that's for sure.
Fantastic. Plus, best of all, every adventure in this show is about indulgence and exploration. So we've factored in Norwegian's Free at Sea package, meaning that while you enjoy your cruise, so much is included. It's our favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like premium drinks, staying in touch with home with some free Wi-Fi, credits to book shore excursions for every port, plus some of Norwegian's famous speciality dining at no extra charge. It's all wrapped up in the stunning prices that we're about to reveal. So let's go and explore the world with our first offer then, shall we? And we are going to the Indian Ocean, Madagascar to the Middle East. It's an 18-night adventure and it's for January next year, the 25th of January. And we're going to fly you out to, oh, I love saying this word, Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Oh, we're going to Mauritius for a 3-night stay in paradise.
Incredible.
Wow. Could do with that now, couldn't we, really?
Absolutely. And the beautiful thing about Mauritius is stunning weather all year round. It's known for its incredible beaches, its lagoons, its reefs, that mountainous interior as well.
Don't you need just in Mauritius, sorry, but don't you just need in Mauritius to just walk in any direction?
Yeah.
And it's just like this.
Pretty much.
Beautiful.
Raw, unadulterated natural beauty, from incredible waterfalls to lush rainforest, amazing wildlife, of course, to explore.
I'd love to go.
And they have this wonderful melting pot of different cultural influences, so the food is superb.
Nice.
Expect 6-star luxury. Of course, you're going to be staying in a great hotel, which is included. Then we're off to cruise, and this is a really special one. We're heading on to the Norwegian Dawn for 14 nights. And this is all-inclusive cruising with Norwegian. So that is absolutely brilliant. So this will include your drinks, your Wi-Fi, your special. You're going to have a specialty dining. You're going to have 2 specialty dining nights included
on this one, yeah.
In this, which is fantastic. You're going to have $50 per cabin per port shore excursions credit, which also saves a bundle because this is the land of safaris, of course, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, this itinerary, just to give you a little snapshot into the future, you are going to the Seychelles and Madagascar and Reunion and Dubai. I mean, like, you are doing a lot on this cruise. So there'll be places that you're not familiar with necessarily. So there'll be places that you want to explore, experiences that you want to have. I mean, listen, how on earth you drag yourself to the cruise port after spending 3 nights in Mauritius is beyond me. But
my gosh.
Your time on the ship is going to be brilliant as well, whether it's just you two as a couple, maybe it's the family. You know what? You are going to have the most incredible time. And you know what? You will be sat back, relaxed with your feet up in the sunshine, just watching the world go by, because there is plenty of relaxing time on this cruise as well. You have got lovely sea days in the itinerary, which I love, and you need them as well to switch off, relax and enjoy all of the gorgeous beauties. Now, you're on board for 2 whole weeks, 14 fabulous nights. We're cruising, reluctantly, out of Mauritius.
We're heading straight into Reunion, the Ponte de Gailettes, which is a beautiful natural paradise as well. We've got volcanoes and lush terrains of rainforest canopies. There are places to enjoy an excursion, use that credit and speak to the team about it. Then it's Nosy Be, one of our favourite sounding ports in Madagascar. Now, Madagascar, known for its natural resources such as beautiful natural gemstones, sapphires. You can head off and find out about those. And of course, their wildlife as well. Then we're on to the Seychelles, which is just picture perfect paradise. You can see from those incredible images. This is going to be the one to go and snorkel and dive and take a glass bottom boat tour for sure to see that marine life. Then it's Le Digue in the Seychelles. Lovely, we have 2 stops in the Seychelles in this itinerary. Really interesting port. It's a steep granite island. The whole thing is made of granite rock. You can take a boat charter water, explore the crystal ocean, the marine life. Again, it's all about that. Then we're on into Oman, where you can see some really lovely flavours of the Middle East. The Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque is a must-see. And then there's the beautifully imposing Royal Opera House and El Alam Palace. Dubai is up next, of course, the City of Gold, where you can do a desert dune safari, or maybe you want to head up and enjoy some of the great shopping, including the Mall of the Emirates and the Dubai Mall. 2 days there, an overnight, of course. Top of the Palm Jumeirah, Burj Khalifa for amazing views over the city and a cocktail or two, perhaps. Then it's Abu Dhabi in the United Emirates, of course, where you can visit this mosque is supposed to be incredible, the Sheikh Zayed Mosque. Again, the dune buggy safaris are a real feature of these ports. So get out there and explore and, you know, just have that authentic experience. We are disembarking in Doha, where we'll fly you back to the UK after this incredible discovery, heading through Madagascar, the Seychelles, of course, starting off in Mauritius and then finishing up in the United Arab Emirates. I love it.
My imagination is still in Mauritius, I'm afraid. I haven't left Mauritius yet. My head is still very much there. If you want that 3 nights in Mauritius to be even longer, then talk to the team. I mean, you want it to be 33, absolutely fine. We'll make it happen, not a problem whatsoever. But what an incredible way to start 2025. And this whole adventure we can book today with a low deposit as well, just £199 each, which is lovely. Wouldn't you like to know that pretty much a year from now, you know, this was going to be in place? And you were starting that holiday with 3 nights on Mauritius. The price that we've got includes the flight from the UK to Mauritius, 3 nights in a hotel there. Then you've got 2 weeks of that all-inclusive cruising on Norwegian Dawn to Reunion, Madagascar, the Seychelles, 2 stops in the Seychelles, Oman. You've got the overnight in Dubai, you've got Abu Dhabi, and then on to the end of the cruise in Doha, and that's where you'll fly back to the UK. But again, if you want to stay in Doha for a couple of nights, then speak to the team. We can make this happen. Oh my word, so many different places that are all paradisical. Look at this price tag. £199 each today as your deposit. And look, I know, you can lock that price in right now. Bear in mind, we factored in free at sea there, so you've also got premium drinks package while you're on the cruise. You've got 2 nights of speciality dining, which is brilliant, included in your price tag. You've got a Wi-Fi package, and as Joe mentioned before, you're going to some unfamiliar places. You've got $50 of shore excursion credit for every port that you go to, which is brilliant. And a deposit today, did I mention that, of £199 each. This is why you need to be on the phone lines as quick as you possibly can. If you'd like to upgrade, mind you, it feels like that this deal is as upgraded as far as it can anyway, doesn't it? But let's have a look at your upgrades on board. Wonderful. There's your ocean view balcony and your fabulous suite prices as well. Oh my crikey, this is a holiday to remember. Imagine coming back from this. Imagine all the postcards you could send, or the modern day equivalent, which would be photos, wouldn't it, via social media, e-cards, yeah, that kind of thing. But imagine all the places you could be sending, you know, those from. Mauritius, the Seychelles, Madagascar, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, you know, all of these amazing places. Incredible. Okay, jump on the phone lines as quick as you can. Remember to lock in that price tag, which won't be around for long. Then call us now and put that deposit down of just £199 each. Call us 0800 953 4700. I'm still there.
Can I just say,
I'm still there.
Run, don't walk to the phone to lock in that deal.
Yeah, I would.
That is all inclusive. And the places you're going to, I mean, let's face it, flights out to visit Mauritius would probably cost that much. And that would be it.
You imagine so, don't you?
Yeah, you can at some times of year, a couple of nights in a hotel. And you've got so much value packed into that. We have another one for you, though, with loads of value packed in as well, as it's all inclusive. And this time we're off to Thailand, Vietnam and Indonesia. Oh, and Malaysia as well for 19 nights. This is on the 26th of January 2026. So the reason we're booking into the future is so you can lock in these great deals right now, enabling you to book in advance for the future, okay? Yeah. Fly from Bangkok for a 3-night hotel stay to start it all off in the hustling, bustling, vibrant and enigmatic Thai capital. There's nowhere quite like Bangkok. The lovely thing about Bangkok, and I visited this year after many, many years I hadn't been, It feels like such a safe city, such a fresh, rejuvenated city. There's lots of very kind of authentic fun areas. You can experience the markets and the river and do the river cruises. But at the same time, you know, it's really modern. It is a modern city. There's the tradition, of course, of the time you can go and watch the traditional dances. You can head down and explore some of the exciting nightlife in Bangkok as well. Great bars, restaurants, fantastic street food. They do loads of great night markets. Don't forget to head into a tuk-tuk for the authentic experience.
Yeah.
Then we are joining the Norwegian Sun. I was fortunate to spend a whole season on this ship. You're going to be on board for 11 nights. And she definitely became a bit of a home away from home for me. Loved being on board, getting to know everybody, and it's just a really easy ship to find your way around as well. So this is it's not one of the grand liners that you get from Norwegian. For them, it's a little bit smaller, less than 3,000 passengers, which I love because I feel like it's just so easy to find my way around on this size ship. The way it's decorated, you've got the lovely plush velvet around and the bright colours as well. And dining, they do dining in style on Norwegian. They have things like teppanyaki, which is an interactive, fun dining experience. Now that's a specialty dining, but you do have one night of your specialty dining included in your voyage, which is brilliant. And your drinks, and that's, by the way, it's a premium package. So cocktails, your coffees, your luxury coffees as well, your wines, your beers, your spirits, and well-known brand names also. Plus, you're going to have your $50 per person, per stateroom, shore excursions credit, and you also have the Wi-Fi included, which is brilliant value. All of that is packed in to the cruise price. And of course, they have a gym on board, so they do exercise classes. They've got a sauna up there. Now, we are cruising out of the port for Bangkok, and we are heading straight into Koh Samui in beautiful Thailand, one of the most idyllic places you can visit. Now, the thing about Koh Samui is there's a lot of variety. You can head out into the reef and see some beautiful marine life. You can go to temples. You can visit an elephant sanctuary, perhaps. Then we're on to Ho Chi Minh, which was once known as Saigon. Now, this is an abundance of, again, different variety, from natural wonders through to incredible and iconic history, charting back thousands of years, or of course to the Vietnam War. Then it's Bintang Island in Indonesia, which is a real paradise. And again, this is natural beauty at its finest. Head up to the Banyan Tree Temple, maybe to the White Sand Island. Doesn't that just sound like paradise itself? I'd be straight there. Then it's Kuala Lumpur. You know, really very much a city of the future. At the same time as heading up to the KLCC Park or the Twin Towers to get views, you might want to see the Batu Caves, which are hundreds of years of amazing history. Penang is up next, known as UNESCO World Heritage, Georgetown, so you've got incredible buildings there. But if you want to, again, experience it like the locals, you can actually do home visits. This is part of your shore excursions opportunities, or maybe head to a market. Langkawi is next on the list, and this has actually been accorded the Geopark status by UNESCO. So we're looking at beautiful geological heritage, stunning landscapes, caves, sea arches, glacial drop stones, fossils. Phuket's up next on the list in the Thai archipelagos, known for you know, it's lovely elephant sanctuaries. There's a couple you can visit there, speak to the team, remembering you have got that $50 per cabin per port shore excursion credit as well. Then it's Singapore, and we're disembarking in Singapore. Now you have got 3 nights included, which is a brilliant, I mean, we don't often see that at the end of a trip. So that's a perfect little mini break in Singapore. Now you might want to take it down a notch. Maybe you've been running around exploring on your cruise, and now it's time to relax, because, I mean, when we see these overviews of Singapore, yes, it's all about the hustle bustle, but there's a really low-key side to Singapore as well, whether it's just, you know, heading up in the cable car for lovely views, or going to Gardens by the Bay or the Orchid Garden. You can take it at your own pace, but you've got to go to Raffles Hotel. You've got to go and do the Singapore Sling. That is iconic. I tell you what, Raffles is one of the most beautiful structures I've ever seen. What a hotel. So much more to do. And of course, let's not forget tax and duty-free shopping there on Orchard Road.
Oh, good point. Yes, definitely worth noting that one. I love the balance of this as well, don't you? Really, really fantastic itinerary. Very, very interesting. Just a couple of sea days on that itinerary as well. So it's quite port intensive, which is good actually for those of you who really want to explore this part of the world, because actually people use this as a way of saying, okay, well, rather than, you know, I'll pick any of the places, Kuala Lumpur, for instance, that are on the itinerary, would you be brave enough to book straight away, having never been there before, a 2-week holiday in one hotel in Kuala Lumpur? No, me neither. So actually this, you get to dip in and have a little taste of all of these different places. And people do fall in love with this part of the world as well. It's incredible. So this is for the end of January in 2026. So quite some way away, but we're locking it down with a low deposit today. 19 incredible nights all told, which is lovely. So in the price I'm about to give you, ready to do the prices right and guess the price, right? So flight from the UK to Bangkok, put a number down for that. 3 nights in a hotel in Bangkok. Norwegian Sun cruising, 11 nights. Now remember, it's all inclusive as well, so premium drinks, your Shore excursion credits, a night of speciality dining and some Wi-Fi as well. Cruising around Thailand, Vietnam and Malaysia through to Singapore. Then we leave Norwegian Sun and we've got 3 nights in a hotel in Singapore, top that up as well, and then the flight back, obviously, from Singapore back to the UK. What did you come up with? I'll give you a clue. Deposits today, just £199 each. Did that help? Probably not, actually. Let's have a look. Deposit could have been anything, couldn't it, really? But look, nowhere near what it could have been for the part of the world, for the time that we're spending there, for the combination of stays as well. And by the way, in Bangkok and in Singapore as well, the hotels that we put you in are centrally located. They're handy hotels. They're in the right places to be in the heart of the action, which is fantastic. And, sorry about my unhelpful clue, it was rubbish really, wasn't it? £199 each as a deposit will lock down that number, which could well rise between now, well, I can say actually almost certainly that price will be on the rise between now and when the holiday happens. So if you want to get it locked in right now, £199 each, and that's it, all sorted. Right, let's have a look at the details then if you would like to upgrade on the cruise. There's so much going for this holiday. And actually, because the price tag does come in really, really favourably there, if you wanted to up the nights in Bangkok or up the nights in Singapore, or here's an idea for you. How about after your 3 nights in Singapore, how about flying on to somewhere else nearby before you come back to the UK? There are lots and lots of different opportunities that you can. And remember, how many thousands of cruises go out of Singapore? We could probably hook you up with yet another cruise out of Singapore. Anyway, listen, food for thought there. It's a good solo price there on your screens as well. I know lots of people are looking out for those because quite often you imagine that you'd be paying at least twice the price to go solo. You can see it's very far from on this offer, which is brilliant. Any questions you've got, do give us a call. It's 0800 953 4700. And remember, there are so many other deals right the way through 2025, and we are getting at least halfway with a lot of the cruise lines, at least halfway through 2026 with a lot of the cruise lines now as well. Yeah. So if you want to do some super advanced planning and actually get those deposits in right now, word to the wise, you know what, long term, it is going to save you money, isn't it?
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
I just think today's market, it's the thing to do. I've learned that the hard way with booking things at the last minute.
Oh, last minute Lil here.
Yes.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can get a good deal though, last minute with the cruise.
Yes,
do check our website.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, you've got to book these in early for the future years.
I like to be organised. I don't know about you.
I know you do. Well,
right then,
I fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, well, it's the way to live. We're all different, aren't we? That's what makes this world so wonderful. Right, our third and our final deal in this show is an all-inclusive voyage through South and Central America, as well as Mexico as well. Really, really different, very, very vibrant itinerary as well. 19 nights all told the holiday. Now, this is for March in 2026, the 10th to be precise. And we fly first to somewhere we don't fly to very often, actually, on our shows, Lima in Peru. It's the capital, and we're going to have a one-night stay in Lima. Now, it does put you in the perfect place, of course, if you fancy a little venture over to Machu Picchu, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too far away.
You're going to be here for a one-night pre-cruise stay, so you can kind of get a little touch the surface adventure out there. But there's lots of great museums in Lima proper, so you'll have lots to explore on that one day that you're there. Then we're heading on to the Norwegian Jade for 17 nights, so just a little over 2 weeks on the Jade. This is all inclusive, so you've got your premium drinks here, your Wi-Fi, you've got a $50 credit per cabin for shore excursions per night. And you have 2 nights of your specialty dining. That is all included in this all-inclusive package, which is brilliant.
I know, nice. Let's have a look, actually, at what we've got on offer in terms of the dining as well. We've got main dining, which is absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah, freestyle dining, of course, so
nice.
Anytime you like.
Yeah, Grand Pacific. You can go in there every single night and just enjoy the fabulous offering. But you've also got teppanyaki. It's my favourite. I love teppanyaki. It's brilliant. I've only ever done it once, but you know what? I'm hooked. I love it.
Yeah, you've got the tapas there as well, which is really nice. Yeah, lots of options. And of course, you have that extra little help to, you know, incentivize you to go with the two of them being included.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to entertainment on board the Jade, they have something called White Hot Night with Norwegian, which is really fun. Obviously, everyone gets dressed up in white. They have the glow. Here we go. You've got the glow lights and things, and have a little bit of a party. They do more themed nights as well. You might find it sort of Brazilian night, because you're in South America, that they do, or, you know, White Hot Masquerade, that kind of thing. Chocoholics buffet. That's one to look out for with the
Brazilian
chocolate fountain.
night.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and you have the churrascaria on board. So we are cruising out of Peru. We're heading into another fabulous port in Peru, Salaverry. Now, this is really interesting. And of course, we are in the capital of the Aztec, the Inca history in this part of the world. So you'll see some amazing museums and also some monuments. Then we're on into Manta in Ecuador. A lovely breezy seaside city, the second largest port in Ecuador as well. A really varied terrain from the Galapagos through to the Andes. So lots of excursions to look forward to. Then it's Panama City. And in Panama City, you have, of course, gateway to the Panama Canal. So you can go and go to the museum and learn all about that, but also do some fabulous jungle tours, including zip lining or maybe monkey watching, using up that credit, of course. Punta Arenas, Costa Rica awaits us next. It's one of my favourite ports. You've got the zip line, you can visit Coffee Plantation, or take the amazing aerial tram through the rainforest. That is unforgettable. I've done that tour, it's brilliant. San Juan del Sur in Nicaragua is up next, and this is a real jewel on your itinerary, and it's one of the most up-and-coming holiday destinations, Nicaragua. So lots of natural beauty, volcanoes, lush rainforests, lots more to look forward to. Then it's El Salvador, something we never see on itineraries. So in El Salvador, you have, again, going back to the Mayan ruins, you'll see sort of the cornerstone, this part of the world, of incredible Mayan and Aztec ruins. Don't forget to visit. Puerto Quezal is next. You can head to the Mayan market or go down to Antigua is the center. They have a lovely jade museum. Mayan jade is very interesting. And you have also got the Central Park there, great markets to enjoy. Huatulco. Now, this is a hidden paradise in Mexico, and you'll find, I think this is going to be one of the highlights for you. Lovely hidden cove right there as soon as you sail in, with a private beach. It is paradisical. Lots of tours to do, of course, as well. Then it's Acapulco. Now, this is like one of the most famous holiday destinations, particularly from the 50s. You know, a lot of Americans would visit, and they're known for their cliff divers. You've got to go and watch the cliff divers whilst you're there. Really interesting, actually. And then it's Manzanillo. Now, Manzanillo, again, this is a rare one to see on itineraries. Beautiful, again, little seaside town in Mexico, teeming with fishing boats, very tranquil, lovely street side tacos to be had as always. And Puerto Vallarta is next on our itinerary for the beautiful Malecon. You go downtown and they've got statues dotted along the Malecon. You can stop by and have a margarita, a plate of guacamole, and just look at the beautiful Pacific Ocean next to you. Cabo San Lucas is up next, one of the most famous destinations for travel in the world, for the amazing Los Arcos natural formations, for Lovers Beach and the lovely lighthouse to enjoy. Some great shopping there as well. Then we're into San Diego, where we'll disembark and fly home. Now, of course, your end-to-end flights are included, your hotel stay in Lima, you're heading through some really interesting destinations from Peru to Ecuador to Panama, onto Costa Rica and Nicaragua, Guatemala and Mexico. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an itinerary like this before.
It is. This is Norwegian for you. They are taking you on very, very different adventures these days, which I love. We've seen some fascinating itineraries come out of Norwegian, and this is just one of them. Now, remember, we're putting plans in place right now for 2026, for March in 2026. So we're including the flight, of course, from the UK out to Lima in Peru, a night in a hotel there, those 17 nights of all-inclusive cruising on Norwegian Jade. Remember, including premium drinks, 2 nights of those specialty dining restaurants, $50 of shore excursion credit for each port per cabin, and a Wi-Fi package cruising South and Central America and Mexico, ending in San Diego. Deposits today of just £199 each. You'll love this price tag. Again, this feels like a really off the beaten track exotic itinerary. Very, very different to your sort of standard offering in this part of the world. I mean, usually a Mexican Riviera cruise is a standard 7 nights, same ports generally, you'll see. But look, this is very, very different. 3,399 per person and just £199 each today as your deposit. Here's the details to upgrade. Guacamole, by the way, Joe, is that smashed avocado?
Yeah, well, it's been jazzed up a little bit.
Okay, and spiced up a little bit, isn't it? I wasn't sure. There's your prices to go, ocean view balcony, and of course your suite on board. Remember, when you're looking at those upgrade prices, you're already very all-inclusive on this, which is lovely. We factored in free at sea here, because you just would. If we hadn't have factored in and we'd have said, right, okay, it's so-and-so extra, you would have added it. So we've kind of taken the liberty because it makes such incredible sense on a journey like this, and it's such a fascinating journey as well. I would love to see all of those places. Again, how well travelled would you feel coming back from that? And it's quite nice actually to take a journey that hardly anyone else is doing, that you know. Do you know what I mean? How many people that you know have cruised South and Central America in this kind of way and seen so much more than the traditional cruising favourites in Mexico, for instance?
Yeah, I mean, some of the, the really interesting destinations on that itinerary.
Yeah.
You're going to Manta, Manzanillo. I mean, I haven't seen those on itineraries before, so real bragging rights when you get home,
For sure.
But just such a lovely, relaxing way to see this part of the world. And the thing about this cruise, it's much more low pace. You're not going to be running around sightseeing every 5 seconds, not unless you want to do that, of course. There's lots of options for you just to chill and take your time and really just drink in the moments on this fabulous itinerary. I love it.
Well, I tell you what, I would love to, if you take this, I know we're looking at some time away right now into March 2026, but if you remember and you're kind of like a travel journal kind of person, you like to kind of record what you did and what you saw in all of the different places, or maybe you make videos on your holidays and whatever and put them up on the internet, please make sure you send us a link, because I would love to hear about this holiday when it's all done. It's going to be incredible. There's our email address, studio@cruise1st.tv. That's the address to use if ever you want to drop a message straight into the studio, by the way. Any shows that you would like to see, anything that we should highlight more of, less of, let us know. Talk back to us, studio@cruise1st.tv. Anyway, listen, I think we've left you with enough to think about in that show, very much so. But thank you so much for your company. Make sure you stick around, and don't forget we're live on YouTube 24 hours a day. See you back here soon.
See you soon.